Bro, I swear, Justin Bieber's not my dad. Scotty is my dad. Yeah, everybody knows that. Are you stupid? How old my mom was, but I think Justin Bieber was 16 when I got born. Yeah, I don't think my mom would do that. Your stepsister embarrassing? Shut up. Who's Jay that boy? You don't even have an avatar because you're so insecure. Jay that boy. You're just talking trash about Bama. You're just like, Kev Scott's kid. Can you shut up? Can you get off the live? I'm the one who's on it. You're just a weird person who's just on here.
How's Scott doing?
Are you dating Justin Bieber?
Any chance that maybe you guys can work things out?
Kourtney, yeah.
You guys are looking great.
Slay, Kourtney, slay.
Escalate.
I just wanted to tell you that I am pregnant.
Alright, such...
Does Justin Bieber help with the kids at all, or?
No.
That's the rumor. I know y'all are just friends, right? Or are you really dating him?
We're friends.
You're friends.
Yes.
Why are you smiling?
This is the story of how a 10-year-old kid had to jump on Instagram Live and shut down one of the internet's most stubborn celebrity conspiracy theories, and why it's stirring up fresh drama between Scott Disick and Kourtney Kardashian at exactly the wrong moment. For years now, a whole corner of the internet has been completely fixated on this wild idea that Disick, Kourtney Kardashian and Scott Disick's youngest son, is actually Justin Bieber's biological child. Look, I get it. Celebrity conspiracy theories can be entertaining, but this one just won't die. And it's dragging an actual kid into the chaos. Let's break down where this mess started, why it keeps coming back, and what's really happening between Scott and Kourtney right now, because trust me, the DNA rumors aren't even their biggest problem. The whole thing began years ago when photos of young Reign started making the rounds online, and people noticed something that got them talking. The kid looked strikingly similar to Justin Bieber's baby photos. Same face shape, same energy, same overall vibe. Once the internet decides two people look alike, that's it. The screenshots multiply. The side-by-side comparisons go viral, and suddenly everyone thinks they're a genetics expert. But here's where things get interesting. Kourtney Kardashian and Justin Bieber actually were rumored to have hooked up. Back in late 2015, the two were spotted together at the Nice Guy in West Hollywood, and witnesses said they were being pretty touchy-feely. Then Kourtney was photographed leaving Justin's hotel. Sources told Us Weekly that Justin and Kourtney had been seeing each other since late August, maybe early September that year. Bieber even addressed it himself on The Burt Show, joking around saying he was being used. So you've got a confirmed connection between Kourtney and Justin. You've got a kid who resembles Justin. And you've got an internet that loves connecting dots. Except the internet got the timeline completely wrong. Here's what kills this conspiracy theory stone dead. Reign Aston Disick was born on December 14th, 2014. If you work backwards 9 months, that puts conception somewhere around March or April of 2014. At that time, Kourtney and Scott were still very much together. They didn't split until July 2015, when photos surfaced of Scott getting cozy with his ex-girlfriend Chloe Bartoli in Monte Carlo. The rumored fling with Justin didn't even start until after that breakup, almost a full year after Reign was already born and walking around. Unless Justin Bieber has figured out time travel, which honestly wouldn't shock me at this point. The paternity theory crumbles instantly. And Reign himself pointed this out. In March 2025, Reign went live on Instagram with Scooter Jackson, who's dating his stepsister Alabama Barker. And the comments exploded with people asking if Justin Bieber was his real dad. Reign didn't even hesitate. He said, no, he's not. Bro, I swear Justin Bieber is not my dad. Scotty is my dad. I don't know how old my mom was, but Justin Bieber was 16 when I got born. So yeah, I don't think my mom would do that. His math was a bit off. Justin was actually 20 when Reign was born, not 16. But the attitude was perfect. The confidence was unshakable. And honestly, that sarcasm and dry wit, that's pure Disick DNA right there. Even Kourtney has acknowledged it. On The Kardashians, she said in a confessional that Reign was giving her tons of vibes like his dad, and she's compared his humor to Jim Carrey. That kid is absolutely his father's son. But here's where the story gets messier. Because while Reign was out there defending his dad's honor, Scott and Kourtney's relationship has been falling apart behind the scenes. Reports surfaced in 2025 that Kourtney has completely lost respect for Scott and basically wants him out of the family picture. A source said she finds it annoying as hell that he's still featured on the show and hanging around the family like a bad smell. What reportedly bothers her most? His flirtatious behavior with her sisters Kim and Chloe. Apparently, it really creeps her out, and she can't understand why they put up with it. Then there's the major parenting disagreement. Scott is reportedly fighting hard against Kourtney's interest in homeschooling their kids, with sources saying he declared it would happen over his dead body. He believes strongly in formal education and hard work, and he's also apparently uncomfortable with the influence of Travis Barker's daughter Alabama on his children. Life at Kourtney and Travis's house, according to sources, can get pretty chaotic. Scott even floated the idea of moving to New York City with Mason, their eldest, who's always been especially close to his dad. He mentioned finding a private school uptown for Mason to finish his studies. And in a moment that pretty much captures this whole dynamic, Scott admitted he hadn't actually talked to Kourtney or the other kids about it yet. Meanwhile, Kourtney addressed the co-parenting situation on the Kardashians in October 2025, saying it's always about trying to be cordial and do their best to stay on the same page. But it's definitely not easy. Not easy is putting it mildly. The family is reportedly split, with Kris Jenner still treating Scott like a second son, and both Kim and Khloe thinking Kourtney has been unnecessarily harsh and cold toward him. They think he's fun, they think he's a fantastic dad, and they're stuck in the middle of two people who share 3 kids and a mountain of unresolved history. This wasn't some quick fling either. Kourtney and Scott were together for 9 years, from 2006 to 2015. They met at a party thrown by Joe Francis in Mexico, had 3 kids together, and went through everything from cheating scandals to substance abuse, to the devastating loss of both of Scott's parents within months of each other in 2013. At the KUWTK reunion in 2021, Kourtney said the infidelity was the final straw, though she only discovered it at the very end. Scott owned up to it, saying he wouldn't have done those things sober, but admitting it was all wrong. And here we are now. Scott on one side, trying to maintain his role in his kids' lives, while Kourtney builds a new family with Travis Barker and their son Rocky. The Disick kids caught in the middle, and the internet still pestering a 10-year-old about whether Justin Bieber is his dad. The irony is that Rain handled those rumors better than most adults handle a single negative comment. He was direct, he was funny, and he shut it down completely. Just weeks before that, Kourtney had to address rumors that her eldest son Mason had secretly fathered a child. She wrote on Instagram that she rarely addresses rumors or conspiracies about herself or her family, but this was about her child, and it felt wrong to let anyone think for even a second that these lies were remotely true. 2 kids, 2 completely wild conspiracy theories, both totally baseless, and both requiring public responses that no family should ever have to make. Justin Bieber, for what it's worth, has stayed completely out of the Rain conversation. He's busy being a dad himself now, having welcomed Jack Blues Bieber with Hailey in August 2024. He's moved on, the timeline never supported the theory anyway, and yet even now, the rumors keep popping up online because that's what celebrity gossip does. It doesn't care about facts or timelines or the actual children getting hurt. So is Scott angry about these rumors? Honestly, he's probably got much bigger things on his mind, like fighting over homeschooling decisions, navigating a co-parenting relationship with someone who reportedly wants him gone, and figuring out whether he's moving his teenage son across the country. The DNA rumors are just noise, but the real drama between Scott and Kourtney, that story is still being written. And from the looks of it, there's no happy ending coming anytime soon.